This video is not my normal type of content. It's quite personal and it hurts a lot to shoot and edit it. You are under no obligation to watch. Motivation. What motivates you to go out and take photographs? Well, for me, I'm going to tell you, it's tricky. My main motivation to go out and take photographs, as much as I do, despite the fact that it is pretty much all I do, is this YouTube channel. In actual fact, it's this YouTube channel that really is virtually all of my motivation. Yeah, I'm not earning anything from it. I was monetized a month or so back, and I think so far I've earned 60 quid. Yeah, that's going to keep the wolf from the door. But if I didn't do that, I would be stuck in these four walls. And as hard to admit as it is, I'm struggling. I've alluded to my mental problem on YouTube videos before, and they stem from perhaps childhood, I don't know. A few years ago, I thought everything was not so bad. You know, we had what I thought was a relatively happy family life. And earlier on this year, I made a video, I'll link it up in the corner, trying to kind of bridge a gap, a chasm. And I don't know how well it worked. I've been struggling because there's a need again to make some kind of olive branch. Yes, making an olive branch is strange, isn't it? But I'm going out to try and take a photograph that I would give to somebody if only I thought that they would be remotely interested in receiving it. Around the middle of last year, I bought a gift for this person, and it's still wrapped up. The reason I haven't given this gift is because it's actually really rather valuable. It's a limited edition print by Adam Carnage, First Man Photography, and the image is one of the last places that I spent any time with the person that it's for, and they enjoyed it there. They wanted to go there. They enjoyed it there, but we got there late and they didn't get to see one of the things that they particularly wanted to see, because it was underwater, because we got there late. And this photo shows them what they didn't see. But I'm also very conscious that if I were to give it to them, their attitude is very much in the way in which I suspect they would destroy it, and I'm not prepared for that to happen. So today I'm going to a place where we used to go, I wouldn't say often, but it was one of the places that we would take the odd occasional day out, because I was always working. You know, we had I hesitate to call it a family business. Yeah, the family really wasn't interested. I'm absolutely certain that the family saw it as an absolute burden, and I've got to agree with them. It was. It helped destroy what little relationship I now realise we actually had. I'm finding making this video incredibly difficult because there's so much emotion in what I'm trying to do. When you're trying to find shots that have some kind of meaning to you, but more specifically, I suppose, to the person that you're shooting for, it's particularly when that relationship is, well, virtually non-existent. It's just hard. I'm not sure how I can put it any other way. Individuality is something that we all have one way or another. Yeah, whether it's in the way that we behave, the way we dress, the way we talk, who we make friends with and stay friends with, and all that kind of thing. And being an individual is something to be celebrated. But anyone that suffers with anxiety, as indeed I do, and the person that I'm making this shot for suffers with it terribly, it is just kind of getting yourself out there, perhaps trying to be noticed but trying not to be noticed, all of these kind of things. And then getting annoyed perhaps when you are noticed, or feeling embarrassed when you're noticed. All of these things is awful, and it leads to all kinds of problems in the mind. Well, it does for me. I mean, I can't talk for other people, but and it's debilitating. I found a shot that I feel almost embodies that. Down here at the base of this yew hedge, just about see a little bit of white creeping through, and it's almost as though it's been left here on purpose. It's just one solitary, lovely little white weed. It's got a head not dissimilar at this distance to a bit of cow parsley, but I'm pretty certain it's not. But it's the only flowering weed, and it's really prominent in this manicured lawn. It's set beautifully against a yew hedge. It's screaming, "Look at me!" And I think the problem with screaming "Look at me" in a situation like this is the kind of thing that might look at it is a strimmer. It's almost, it's bizarre that the strimmer hasn't had it already. I just love the simplicity of the image. I like the simplicity of it there, amongst that yew, defiant. It's exactly what I remember. So I headed over to a set of trees. I'm not sure what these trees are, but they have these amazing seeds that actually can last quite some time on the tree throughout the year. Pretty certain it was December that I got some shots of these. They weren't terribly successful shots, so I'm certainly not proud enough to show them. But I came over here to see whether I could do again, and as you can see, it's quite an overgrown kind of area, deliberate for wildlife. And there's lots of thistly-like flowers down here, and these wonderful seeds. And I came over for those. Initially had the long lens on, and then changed over to the macro. As I was kind of shooting, or possibly even changing the lens, I noticed something in the grass move, and I think it's just a gorgeous little sight. I mean, if I wasn't here, if I wasn't down at kind of grass level, I just wouldn't have seen it. And it's actually a perfect shot, although I haven't really reviewed them yet, and I can't show you shooting it because I'm shooting wildlife, and wildlife doesn't just stand there and pose for you. And he hopped off. But if there's a decent shot in it, Kermit here is probably a decent little photo for the person I have in mind. It's strange, isn't it? I wasn't looking for a metaphor, but it's the little things that can make all the difference. I mean, just look at the house. Anne Boleyn used to live here, and here I am shooting not the garden, although I have shot some of the garden, but I'm shooting the little things. I found a couple of sycamore seeds lodged in this yew hedge here. We need to notice, we need to remember the little things, because unfortunately you can look at some of the big things and kind of be overrun with thoughts from those big things, whether they're right or wrong. And It's noticing and remembering the little things that's important. Anyway, I'm sure there'll be other metaphors later. Hope you like the shot. I was really struck by this fallen oak twig leaves. It's the colour. It's a colour thing, and again, it's the little things as well. Lovely big scene, lovely avenue of trees, and I spot this burst of colour on the floor. I mean, in fairness, anyone could spot a burst of colour on the floor. It's not as though it's hiding. It's just really nice. Again, I've got the 60mm macro on, clearly not at macro levels, and I quite like the shot. I'm a little cautious of edge detection. There's a few things that are kind of just inching off the edge of the frame, and I don't know whether I want to just place them in the shot or take them out of the shot. I think they're adding something, but if they're just kind of creeping off shot, are they distracting features, or are they saying, look, there's more to this scene here, you know, there's more stuff here. I might just put it in shot a little more. Yes, I think that's better. And just at the top there's these few bits which were just ever so, just kind of creeping in there. I think they're better without them. While I'm cleaning up, no, that is the twig. Best not do that. I like the shot. Let me know. I suppose I could spend all day looking around here, stumbling upon photographs that are metaphors. The struggles of the last 20 months have taken their toll on me and certainly on Nikki. It's difficult to know what toll they may have taken on other people because they don't necessarily talk to us. I keep trying to build bridges and I keep being knocked back. It's the only thing in life at the moment that I'm actually trying. Yeah, I'm not trying hard to sell my photography because I don't have confidence in it. Or rather, I suppose I do have confidence in the photography. I just don't have the drive. I don't have the get up and go that I used to have. Yeah, once upon a time, we from nothing set up a boating business on the Norfolk Broads, the first new boating business in over a decade, and we kept it going for 14 years. It's a crazy thing to do in hindsight, but yeah, at the time it was, well, how hard can it be? And it turns out it can be family destroying hard. That get up and go has left me. I've been kicked in the so many times that I'm kind of fearful of getting kicked again. Photography gives me that release. It gives me the reason to get up. It gives me the, I don't know what it gives me. I struggle for the words. In the shots that I've got today, metaphorically perhaps, I've managed to capture some thoughts. I don't imagine that the person that I've come out to shoot these photos for will want to see the video. They'll probably become aware of the video via other people. It's a struggle. I don't know what else to say to this person apart from what you think happened didn't happen. There was a very different set of circumstances to what you believe occurred. But I don't expect you to ever believe that, because historically you've just never been prepared to question your own decisions, your own thoughts, because you've always been right. The photography is temporary in my coping mechanisms. The effects of it aren't long lasting. I can't do this now.